Yeah, tough people last, hard times don't. Every day you pray to God for the ones you love the most. Hey, more blessings, less stress.
And now for our feature presentation.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the Fraternity fucking podcast. We back, my niggas.
What's up?
God damn, I don't know. I'm a little hype right now. Yeah, I know, right? I had bad energy just now, but you already know what it is. The Fraternity Podcast. We back for another episode, season 3. What episode is this? Episode 7? You put 4 fingers up, huh? Episode 7, season 3. Shouts to everybody who always got it locked on. Shouts to everybody who got it tuned in on YouTube. We hit like almost 200 subscribers. So we climbing slowly, but you already know what it is. Follow us on Instagram at @the_fraternity. Follow us on Twitter, the same at @the_fraternity. It's a fucking rainy ass, dirty ass night, but I'm happy to be here with the people that I got in the studio with us. Y'all know what it is, man. Somebody sound off. Tell them, you know what I mean? Who in the building?
Illuminati __ follow me on IG.
Hardest name on Instagram, bro.
Facts.
My fault. I blasted over real fast. Pause. That don't work when you with the ladies. Yo, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shane Anthony _the_first, and make sure you follow me on Twitter at I am Shane Anthony. As you can see, we got somebody real special in the building tonight, man. Let them know who in the building, man.
It's your boy Skit. Celebrity photographer, videographer.
Yikes. Put some fucking respect on his name. Celeb niggas.
Facts.
Yeah, bitch. My bad.
Direct everything.
Oof. Nah, run it down. Run down the resume. Let them know.
Just your favorite celebrity photographer, man. You know what I'm saying? Direct the up and coming documentary, man. Just shooting shit.
All right, we gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Look, man. We got our guy here, and you already know what it is. It's the Fraternity Podcast, so we talk our shit. And I really want to sound off on some real shit that's really been happening in my life. So, I mean, my man Illuminati, he's just like, look, you got a lot of shit happening that we need to talk about on the podcast. And, I'm going to keep it a buck. I always kept it a buck since day one. There's a lot of goofy shit happening in the streets. And usually we got a bunch of dudes on the panel and chicks be hitting my line like, yo, you gotta have me on your show. No, you can't come. Fuck out of here. But I mean, we gonna have women on the show, but you can't come just because you want to be here because you want to talk shit and argue with me. Like, nah, like you text me, argue with me. You're not gonna come to my shit and argue with me. But how am I gonna line this shit up? Goofy? How you want me to stay away from this word, but goofy hoes, my nigga. Look, shorty in the building like, I can't believe it. Nah, goofy hoes. I mean, look, man.
Can we?
You go ahead,
can't
bro.
really talk about the situation.
We can't talk about it crazy like that. And you know me, I be ready to really drop the. You know what I mean?
That's why I mean, you can't do that though. You can't do that. You can't tease the people. And
that's
be like,
what I'm saying.
I
can't get into specifics.
You just can't drop names
of my real life like that.
Yeah.
But you said summarize? I bet.
Summarize.
So
without using names. Yeah, can't drop
names. I would never drop names, but I don't really want to use scenarios because it's gonna get back to who gonna get back to, and niggas got the spies on me and shit, and I don't like that, but it is what it is. So all right, let me ask you something, right?
What's up?
You in the industry, you know what I'm saying? Like, we understand that, for the most part, people, they can't really they shouldn't really fuck with they coworkers, but when you in the industry, it's kind of hard not to because most people not gonna get your life, right? I'm a regular ass Joe, you know what I'm saying? Mad 9 to 5 and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, do you have a policy of not fucking with your coworkers?
Yeah.
Strong policy on that. Heavy on the no.
It's strong, but it's one of those things where it's fun. But it can get messy, so you gotta really understand, like,
okay,
how to separate it. But you gotta just be upfront and honest. You know what I'm saying?
Upfront and honest. I like that.
Honest.
Let's stick a pin right there. Yeah. What about you, Playboy? I mean, I know you. I know how you going. I know what you're gonna say, but say what you say on here, because you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't really do the whole cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I never fucked a coworker.
You never had no fun?
Got it.
I don't like to fuck up my bag, bro. And sometimes, son, shorties, they feel the type of way. For me, like, I'm a friendly dude. For me, and I'm in the
mad friendly.
I'm in the retail, cellular, wireless business.
Yeah,
where I gotta kind of be friendly, a little flirtatious.
This nigga's a politician.
To probably get my one off. So at the end of the day, it's like, I can't have females fuck up the bag, bro.
All right,
bro,
copy. So
you gotta test the waters.
I'm lining it up. I'm lining it up because I'm strong on my principles, right? I have newfound principles since a certain year, so I don't move off of these, right? So I don't fuck with my coworkers, right? In no setting, whether it be entertainment, retail, or wherever I'm working as a business professional, whatever, right? So. That just because I don't fuck with my coworkers, that don't mean that I don't see a coworker that I would fuck with.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
different though. I ain't say that neither.
So, damn, I'm already here. So I
feel you though, bro. I'm saying though, like, is it
Are you ready?
Oh man. You here already,
but is it because you had an
here.
experience already, or you just like
bad experience? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, time is short, so I'm not gonna get into all my stories. I'm 31, so I got a really long life for a 31-year-old.
Yeah.
So, all right. So there was a shorty that I may or may not have worked with at a certain job that was that shall remain nameless. And end of the day, we flirted and shit like that, but like he said, he's friendly. I'm a friendly person. I got a personality that's like inviting and shit like that. So you never know. And then
it happens though, because it's like they work with you, so you have a comfortability with them, and they see how you work, and they get attached to like, damn, he's smart. He's how he moves.
Whatever it is you do.
So now they like, and you try. Oh, I want him.
All right. Yeah. So they do it. That happen. But at the same time, at work, you don't really know if they are attracted or not because there's no real words that's being said. And in the Me Too movement way, which I've always moved like this, unless a woman says to me point blank, period, this is what I want, I'm never going to make an assumption because there's nothing, like he said, worth my bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to lose my anything, no income off of no yams. So boom, right? Worked at this job for X amount of time. I moved on to another opportunity, right? And this said individual who may or may not exist, you know what I'm saying, at that point in time in the beginning was super with the shits. And I got somebody here in the building who knows that I'm not capping. I'm definitely telling the real ass truth. Like, sis was with all the antics, but you know what I'm saying, because of who I am and I don't fuck with my coworkers, never ran up on it. So that was, let's just say, for number sakes, 9 months ago, right? I'm not at this set job anymore, and I run up on shorty like, yo, what's the word? Like, I'm free, niggas,
it's ball game.
We can move now. You know what I mean? And, sis hit me with the oldie wop these, shoot out the bam. Oh,
you wasn't talking to me before type shit.
No, she hit me with that. I'm gonna tell you what she hit me with. She hit me with the, yeah, I want a relationship. Because what I did was, we talked, so I probed a little bit. And at that time, 9 months ago, to give you some backstory, shorty wasn't with none of that. She didn't want no relationship. She just wanted to have fun. City girls was out doing shit. Shorties was, they really, they thought they was mad hot girl. All that energy, right? I'm like, oh, we here. Oh, bitches is on my time now.
I mean, it was a hot boy summer though. It was hot boys one.
Hot boy. I feel like, I've been a hot boy for a very long time.
Long time.
So at the end of the day, they ain't fucking with us. We really get it. We get it rocking. So boom, right? So I'm like, oh, that's your body. I bet when I'm out this shit, you already know I'm sliding on you first because you know what the vibes is.
But
stupid me thinking that she really with the hot girl shit. Stupid. She talking about I want a relationship. I said, the fuck was the difference between now and 9 months ago? Shorty gonna tell me she was young then.
Shorty, you was the same age, B.
In a full year.
How you was young 9 months ago?
Huh? Shorty, I said,
what happened? She got fucked over.
Probably.
And she got tired of it. And she like, nah, I wouldn't.
But you was a real ass bitch and you didn't give a fuck about a nigga.
You really did it.
What happened?
I beg your pardon. We got somebody in the studio. We got it, but you can't see it right now. But we got a lady. Ladies, we have a lady in the studio. She's just not on camera. So for y'all who are like, I need to be there, we got somebody here for you. So what you said?
What if she dubbed you respectfully?
That's calm. That's calm.
We respect the dub.
I always respect the dub, but I'm not giving. And what she said was, what if she dubbed me respectfully, saying that like I want a relationship just so you don't feel away. Feel you on that. We never had that relationship. We was super transparent and we could have talked really like upfront and forward. You could have said that. But like I said, I have somebody in the building.
But I don't think that was the vibes with her.
They could attest to the actual vibes. And I'm like, that you was with the shits a while ago.
Yeah.
So
just didn't work for her.
I'm just like, I'm confused because how is it that 9 months ago you was a city girl and because it's a little chilly out, you want a man, and also you was so young 9 months ago?
Ain't nothing changed. Yeah.
That sound crazy, right?
Facts. Nah, for real.
So he like, yo, we gotta talk about the goofy shit that chicks do, cause niggas
facts.
always get the bad rap. Like, yo, niggas is goofy, we do dumb shit. Chicks do dumb shit too. Shorty's really trying to run that on. All right, so to her point, do you think that, cause you already said that you don't, but I just want to ask straight out, do you think that but there could be a big difference in mentality or like in that arena, like from being a city girl to wanting to be a wife in only 9 months?
Can it happen? You mean like,
yeah,
is it possible? Yeah, it can happen.
It can happen underneath the guys that you were younger 9 months ago?
Nah, see, that's just a cop out. You know what I'm saying? That's just something for her to be like, I don't really have a legit reason why. And I don't want to tell him I probably went through some whole shit, and then now.
But that's the goofy shit I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, so that's what it is, though. She probably
speak on it.
That's the goofy shit I'm talking about.
Yeah,
just be real.
Elaborate.
Like,
say some more.
Just be real.
It's a podcast.
We fuck with the realness. Just be real. What you going through? Feel me? Like,
but it's bro.
So all right, sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
This is why it really got super goofy. Damn, I can't tell this part. I can't. Yo, this is a part.
But it's like, then you can't say the whole story.
No, you know why? You know why we really can't say the whole story? Because then we come off a little goofy too. So
speaking on it.
Nah, honestly, this is my life. It's my platform. I could talk about it.
We could, but
it's just.
It's one of them situations where it's like,
damn.
Hold on. So I used to work at I got the perfect example. So I used to work at Sprint, right? Long time ago.
Yo, stop plugging these fucking companies, bro. They don't pay us for that
I used
shit.
I used to work at a cellular company, right?
We know what it is.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Whatever. Like,
got him.
So, cellular company.
Right.
So, mind you, I work with this one nigga. I feel like he jealous for me. I'm killing it. I'm in the game doing my thing, but it's regular shit, right?
Yeah. Regular shit,
right?
Regular.
We gotta adhere to a particular uniform when we at work.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing like a certain set of pair of shoes at work every day, like sneakers and shit.
Yeah, some fly shit.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Regular. So. Son couldn't wear the same shit I was wearing because I was killing it in the game, and my man didn't really say nothing to me about it. You feel me?
But you could feel that.
But then he was like, "Yo, if he could do it, like why I can't do it?" So it's like,
I know who you talking about. He pussy,
right? So it's like one of those situations where it's like
big pussy.
It's like, yo, you ain't want nothing with nothing. You get to me, you want something with me?
Yeah, nah.
So it's like, damn, like,
nah, for real.
Like,
I'm a little lost on the analogy. Help me out.
It's like one of them situations where it's like you ain't say nothing to nobody else about nothing, but as soon as you get to me, you want to say something to me. Yeah. So my
copy that. All right,
like,
the
situation's like
got you. Yeah, because all right, there's so much more shit.
Nah, so what you feel about like, all right, like for example, like let's say you got a chick and like like she with the shits, like several niggas had crack. You know what I'm saying? All
right. Now you talking languages?
Several niggas had crack.
Yeah.
And then she get with you. She's like, but I want a relationship.
Yo,
it's like, yeah. It's like, bro, what vibe am I giving you?
Cool. This shit I could talk about this. This shit I could talk about back. Because I'm gonna fuck what? Alright, bad. Niggas know. Niggas in the building know that's my word. Niggas seen the texts, the screenshots, everything. They got sent to the group chat. Fuck you talking about. Bang. Alright, so
boom. Alright, so boom. Go ahead.
Did I split it out for y'all?
Yeah.
They didn't say I got you.
Yeah. Nah. You want me? I'll fuck you through the alley. OD. You want the Zion that shit. Watch this, bet. So. Ooh! 9 months ago. Nah, like
Now we get to the story.
no, it's not the story. It's a whole nother story. Same alleged job, right? Different individual, right? This is the goofy shit that chick's been running at this place. I feel like the place is just goofy. Shorty, all right, she let my man's crack like say we all started at a job, right? And we started in like, let's just say February. We meet mutual people at this job. This one person was a woman and a man linked together, whatever the case may be. They cracked 2 months later. What's 2 months after February? April? I bet. So my man's, you cracked somebody in April after we all started at a job in February that works at that same job, right? You cracked it, right? Then y'all don't vibe no more. Y'all just fucked and kept it pushing. And then let's just say 4 months later, that same shorty that you cracked slide on me, right? And it's like, yo, I've been flirting with you XYZ, shoot out the BAM. You've been dubbing my shit because, you know, Mr. Professional. Yeah. And I'm trying to see what the word is. So I said, well, don't do that. But what you mean what the word is, because like you said, you know, maybe it was a calm curve. You ain't really trying to, you know, tell me what the real shit is because you don't want to hurt feelings. I'm a direct individual. I'm a Libra. I'm born October 8th. Yeah, we don't play that side talk shit.
People hate it.
You a Libra?
No, I'm a Sag, bro. I'm the same way. Like, I'm blunt.
Sagittarius too. I'm mad blunt.
I'm blunt.
So bet. Shorty come to me, same type of bullshit. Well, I really am looking for a relationship because I'm older now. 2 months ago, you was the same age, and you let my man's crack. My man's though, like my man's. Yeah. So you let him crack, but when you get to me, bro. But when you get to me, you want to cuff my body. Why? And to give more content, like I told sis what it is. Like, look, I'm not for that. Like, I'm here to crack your back, kick your back in. And keep it pushing, like
I'm a scumbag.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm a scumbag. I think I'm a man, and I know what I want. I don't want a relationship.
But what made her feel so comfortable to tell you that? Like, I just want to.
Because I asked, what is it that you want? Tell me that my man's crack?
No, like what made her feel comfortable telling you that I want a relationship?
I bet you. So the question in the background by the one woman in the building was, what made that lady so comfortable to tell me that, in this analogy, that she wanted a relationship?
Oh, you the boyfriend type,
so
huh?
She slid on me. She slid on me saying, what you said?
You the boyfriend type, huh?
Apparently, nigga. Shit.
If need be.
I'm not though. Like, don't try to
really
cuff my
not.
shit.
That nigga is a scumbag.
I'm not a scumbag, bro.
I know what I want.
want.
Or you scumbag?
I'm not. Why I gotta be a scumbag? I just don't believe in monogamy, bro. I don't got time for that. But hey, I was too much back talk. Shut up, nigga. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. Nah. So then, boom. Nah. Actually, you could talk because you was there for this whole shit. So. Shout out to my man Steve McNolan in the building. He dope photographer. Find him on Instagram. We got another dope photographer in the building. We got another dope photographer in the building. That's how we doing it. So bet, right? What made her so comfortable is that I was very forward and straight up in asking what the actual intent was for her wanting me to like give her the time of day. Because yeah, I curved you because I work with you, but also I curved you because I'm not really feeling you like that. And even if I was feeling you, I would still say to you, yo, what do you want? So I know how to play this because I'm not finna lie to you so I could get some yams and then have you running on Instagram talking about niggas ain't shit because of some shit that I did that I was just trying to get pussy off of. So that's what made her so comfortable because I asked a direct question and she said in that conversation like, yo, you're mad direct, but I like it. This is what I'm looking for. I'm getting older. I want a man now. But 2 months ago, you was letting my man crack it out. Oh, yeah. Clean, smooth, and told him to say, here's the thing, my man's is, we niggas talk, so he told me, like, shorty not with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, shorty's just with the, shorty didn't want nothing. She just want to get her shit cracked in. Like, it was a valid kill. You ain't have to worry about it. I seen them at work not even talk to each other. And that's the type of shit you want, like a chick that lets you fuck at work, but then she don't make it hot and try to like get mad when you talking to other bitches. That's like golden. Love that. So I'm like, all right, well, she look like she's not a fucking psychopath because that's what psycho attachment bitches be doing. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Y'all ain't have no text history before all this.
None. right? Not a near,
no
nothing.
phone call.
No, not a phone call, but at work,
no DM.
At the alleged job that you could actually talk to each other privately via Gmail. Right. So she slid on those and said what she said, and I'm like, well, I'm not finna talk to you on the work computer, so here go my number, and then we had that text thread.
Gotcha.
So I said, you know what I said, like, well, definitely not finna be your man. You're tripping, but she don't even know that I know that you let my man 2 months ago crack your whole back end twice. And it wasn't even a peep, like it wasn't even an afterthought. But with me, you want to be
wifey,
Mrs. I ain't gonna tell you my last name, but damn, nigga, like what's up? Why I can't get the yams, like,
bruh.
And the only ones that slide on me like that be the ugly ones, bro. That be letting me cook. It only be the ugly bitches that let me cook it.
That's why when you get a baddie, you gotta just appreciate it.
Wait, to cook, they just let you kill and keep it pushing?
Yeah, you gotta just keep it under the wing.
I be telling you. I mean, sometimes when a baddie just let you cook and she don't want nothing more, you gotta just put on your roster. Like, all right, that's my PGs, my point guard, she running it.
Gotta give you a little something extra. Like, I'll take you out of the sound.
But like to pay to his point with the whole sprint analogy of niggas not really pressing him about wearing sneakers, but pressing somebody else is like, why when you get to me, you got an issue? And you want to be my girl, but everybody was with the crack outs. Like, everybody could have clapped it.
I mean, she probably low-key just saw something in you.
Your man is the only one who cracked. And then you want to crack.
The only one that I said I knew that cracked. But I know of others that cracked, but that's just not my man, so I'm not finna go and confirm.
Yeah.
But manses be manses with manses.
I feel it now, yeah.
So it's like, yo, niggas be with this. Niggas be with the slap outs for real, cause I got this, the first they do be. The first analogy I gave you, I know about a slap out prior to that conversation. So I'm like, how you running this? You wanna? But like you probably said, like you said, most likely she got her shit cracked and she was like, nah, I can't hang like that.
I don't want that name anymore. I don't want that rep anymore.
But it wasn't really a name. Like niggas wasn't really chatting it.
But she know niggas talk though.
She didn't know I knew. None of these chicks knew I knew.
She know though.
She don't know.
That's your man. She know you know.
No. She didn't know that was my man.
She gonna know now.
Hold on. She didn't know that was my man's. And honestly, she didn't know that was my man's.
Right.
So my man's put me on from early because I peep. I'm not gonna get into it.
She know now.
But long story short, Shorty be doing a lot of good. Well, if she watch, but like, and how you doing? But like, Shorty be on goofy timing, like, really goofy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he want me to stay away from the hoes word. But they be goofy hoes, bro. Like, come on.
I feel like, I mean, the hoes is not like, for me. It's just like not all women, just how you move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like women get offended calling him a hoe. That's just. That's how you move.
Could be.
Yeah, that's how it is though. You know what I'm saying? That's like you walk in a room and be like, "Oh, you a thief," and you go, "I ain't a thief." Nah, you a thief.
Yeah,
facts.
Why you get so mad? Why you get so mad?
One nigga that got upset.
Right. Nah, you right.
I am still shit.
You absolutely right.
Yeah. So
but I mean, my life, I got more stories. I ain't trying to. We got other shit to talk about. But I'm glad niggas kind of got this off their chest. Cause I'm like, yo, cause niggas be seeing my frustration. Like my two mans is in the studio.
Yeah.
So they know, like, it don't be me. Like, I'm so upfront and blunt.
We all at right
it's
now.
It's cooked, bro. I ain't fucking with that shit.
Even though you don't work there, everything's over.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not. What I'm gonna do? Like,
so keep it a buck. If you ain't know the other niggas confirmed kills and your man's in crack, right?
Yeah.
Would you have even like gave her a chance?
The second analogy or the first analogy?
The second one.
No.
You wouldn't have. Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't have fucked with her. But I wanted to know what she wanted because you slid in my DM. So now I'm like, all right, what the fuck you want now? Because I don't even want you for real. Oh, like, because I'm going to talk honest with the chick I want for real.
Yeah.
So if I don't want you, you get in the raw for real.
Raw.
You wildin'. Like, okay, you here for this, so you asked for it because I was minding my fucking business.
Facts, yo.
So to answer your question, no. With the first chick, I thought you was asking me what's up with her. Like, what's up with her is I'm zoned. Like, I'm friend zone, nigga. Like, it's
that's
what it is.
The worst.
I don't think it's the worst because you know what? I wouldn't
come out of friend zone.
I've come out before. My comebacks be wild, but see, here's the thing. I'm spoiled.
I got locked in that bitch a couple times.
I'm spoiled. So like I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how.
You know, 3-1 come back like what?
Okay, see, I got you. All right, no, not really. So my comebacks, I don't got a sports analogy for it, but like, I'm spoiled. Like I tell this nigga all the time. Like most of the time, I don't really slide in DMs because it don't work for me. I don't know what to say. Most of the time, I know mad niggas is talking mad shit in the DM, so she's gonna dub my shit. So they'll come back after they did the goofy shit that I just gave you an analogy of and be like, hey, big head. Like, that's how I come. But I'll crack it because off the GP, off the rip, off the principle, like, nah, you gonna give me this yams because you playing too much. But
that's what chicks like, though. Chicks, like, don't like a nigga who's persistent on them like that. They like the nigga who, like, kind of don't pay him attention.
Right, you know, and I'll be the first one. I don't, but I'll let your 2-year relationship run out. Like, all right, cool. You. And I'll watch them get into a relationship, get the love that they said they wanted. He's my everything.
He's my king.
Yeah, my king. All that. And it'd be a year and 7 months, like, niggas be really acting stupid. Oh! And I'll just be like...
This is your king?
Yeah. What? Yeah, this.
Okay.
Is this your king? And I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to give up the sauce, but I don't care. Like, it really be like that. Like, shorty be swearing they found they forever. Shouts to you if you got your forever, but if you don't, hey.
Nah, fact.
But I don't like you think you got your forever, and then you out here really promoting this nigga, like, and then you got the ego on your face all day, and then it's like, then you started back. Now when you come back to me, you gotta come back with your tail tucked. Yeah. And we not going out.
Yeah. Facts.
Drinks what? Now my address is fuck you talk what? Yeah. You had 2 years of drinks. Like he did all that. Like
you get a nice share.
You know what you here for.
You get a nice share Uber.
Yeah. Oh, big facts.
Share.
You thought you was getting the
X?
The X?
Nah, you get the share.
Yeah, let's talk about that, yo. Who get the X? Who get the Uber X?
The X?
And who get the share? Like,
well, you know,
how good the pussy gotta be for the shorty to get the Uber X? Or like, how good of a vibe does she have to have? Because sometimes it don't be about the pussy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nah, the Uber X it gotta be the chick who like really just, like I said, like she just with the shits. Like, you know, if she know like your situation and she know, oh no, I talk to other women. Like you talk to other women and you know, she ain't really, you know, pressed on that. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I just fuck with you. Like, hit me when you want to come through, and she keeping that vibe. Oh yeah, she get the X. Yeah.
Every time, that's what I'm saying. Same thing.
Yeah.
But every time you with me, the vibes is fire.
Yeah.
But you ain't really worried about who I'm fucking with. Ain't worried about you fucking with. We just got like a little agreement going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Maturity. So a mature chick. Because when me, like,
when really a mature chick, though?
That's maturity, bro. That's maturity. I'm gonna tell you why, but I have to make the statement. Yeah. Because I always tell chicks that I talk to, like, just in passing conversation, like, say we co-workers or, like, you know, we in the common setting or you're my real friend. I always spend money on the chick that don't ask me for shit.
That's
and
crazy,
don't press me
that's really how it is,
for anything. Like, for a meal, for nothing. A ride, for a slipper. Like, don't press me for nothing. Like, she come to my house with her own bag. Like, yeah, I got it. Like, I don't need no shorts. I don't need a shirt. I got it. My toothbrush? Nah, I got my own toothbrush. And I got the shit to pack it up and bring it back with me. Like, I'm not even trying to leave it here. Like, those are the ones I'll be like, are you hungry for real? Like, I'll spend. I'll spend on you. Like, it's not even a problem. I'll even hit you up like, yo, we going here. Yeah. Because you not pressed.
And she had no stress either.
And then it's no. But so this is why I say it's maturity, because in a lot of ways, women are super delusional. You know what I'm saying? And that shows me that there's some immaturity in your thought process where, you know, you gonna try to sell a nigga a dream about you being the coolest, and then you not cool whatsoever, and you was just buying your time to show your true colors. And or, you know, some women I know, they've been spoiled by their father or their uncle or their mother. They've been just spoiled in their life, so they just have a real expectancy / entitlement. Yeah. And that, to me, if you an entitled individual, you show a lot of immaturity, because if you are in this world with me, you should know nothing is given to you. You don't deserve nothing from no one else. Like, you deserve things, but you deserve to get it yourself. Facts. Like, you gotta get what you want yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to me, you are a more mature woman. And then also, if I say something to you, that means you're actively listening. You believed what I said. You wasn't delusional, and you moved on that energy. Facts. You took what I gave you.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
No, you're right.
So I mean, I even got this memes like bitches being designer begging to feed them. Nah, bitch, eat all that drip that you have on. Like,
or was that one? It's like you spend $1,000 on an iPhone. Now you starving. Eat that apple on the back.
Right. Eat
that apple. The shit already ate. Like,
eat the apple on the back.
Nah, but I mean, look, I appreciate you for. He fucking with me. I fuck with this nigga, bro, because he be knowing, bro. Yeah. A lot of niggas be thinking I'm bugging, like, yo, Shane, you be out of control, like, you be wilding, like, you call me a dirtbag, but they be calling me a dirtbag because of what I'm saying. Scumbag, dirtbag. I'm not a bro. The shit don't be making sense to me, bro. I just be needing it to make sense. This shit I just said to you made sense? So you just want to be on team women. It's Women's Month too. Damn.
Yeah, see,
we
so
calling them goofy hoes in.
Yeah.
You a feminist? All right, I respect that. I'm going to keep that.
It goes both ways though.
But see, here we go, bringing it. We not even talking about y'all. Men are delusional, but we talking about women right now. Like, you feel me? But why? But why are you talking about men when we talking about? But that's what I'm saying. Take responsibility. Why you changing the subject? You trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, just own up to what the fuck y'all be doing, and then let's change the
never do that.
Never. Let's hope in Women's Month, women will start taking responsibility. It's never gonna happen. But let's hope in 2020 and in Women's Month, women will take responsibility for the shit that they did. Right.
That's like a prime example. Like, let's say you could do some shit like 2 years ago on your girl, right? She take you back.
Right.
Right.
Oh Lord,
and
I got to
like,
for this too.
She take you back, and then like. Something will pop up, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying, and then you speak on it, and if you pissed off about it, you're like, yeah, I'm done.
Right.
She'll bring that situation 2 years ago and be like, I took you back for this, and it's like, bruh, we're not
talking about that. That's not the same thing.
That's not the same.
And the thing is, they'll violate 10 times worse than you even did it. And be like, well, you gotta forgive. I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, I'd always remember. I said I never go through a chick fight in my life. I did it twice.
I never did it in my life.
And I was playing like. I was playing slow jams in the career. I was like, because they hit 10 times harder.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
Which one though? Like, what slow? I got some slow jams for you. Which one? You gotta tell me which one though. What was the slow jam? Was it 70s slow jams or was 90s?
It was some Drew Hill type shit.
You went 90s?
Yeah.
90s with the air grab?
Yeah.
What you nigga?
Yeah.
With the air grab?
They got a point in the air grab?
Yeah.
Now you was hurt, sir.
Damn.
Nah, yeah. It was just like, damn. And it'd be different because you just like, damn, I know I fucked over, but you like, you ain't got to go for the juggler.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you something, bro. This documentary you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about that real quick. Like, cause I'm a big. We was talking about cinema today, and you was talking about the Jordan Peele vibe, and I was just saying, like, you know, even though he's a black and director and writer, like, and I want to support him, I really don't think his movies are good.
Yeah.
And I mean. They were like, what kind of shit did you be into? What kind of shit you be into? And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay attention to mind numbing fucking like entertainment. I'm more of a documentary person. So, you know what I mean? Let's talk about your journey as far as just getting to the point where you're doing documentaries and elevating from being a photographer. And or you can even talk about your start to this point where you got to the documentary, however you want to do it.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, I started like really getting into like film when I was like, 12 and 13. You know, I've always big in entertainment. You feel me? When my mom had passed away, she had put in my first camera.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, for sure. So that was always something to me that always kept me like, going. But once again, like, where we from, at the end of the day, we really not taught that. Like the arts, like, like probably this podcast or like film is something that's going to be successful in our careers. You know, in our household, we always taught, go get a job, successful.
Right.
So, you kind of like steer off to, the right a little bit. So for me personally, a lot of things for me, I went to school for, I got accepted for like to school for like accounting, shit like that. And it just wasn't for me.
That's a lot of number crunching and some real pencil pushing shit.
Yeah. I was always in math Olympics and shit like that. So, but
you a smart nigga.
Yeah, so I
was 5 plus 5. Oh, all right. Now I gotta check. What niggas he say?
20. Yeah, what niggas say? 21.
You stupid.
No, for sure. So it was things like that. So I ended up going to film school, and like I said, I had never wrote a script before, and I had a script writing class. Teacher put me to the side. I'm thinking he's like, yo, your shit is trash. Like, and he was like, yo, you got a talent for this. Like, how many scripts have you ever written before? I'm like, this is my first one. So for there, it was kind of like a little spark for me. And ever since then, I just was like, this is a niche for me. This is a niche. I hopped in photography, just to keep the hustle going and, get my name out there, whatever like that. Like in Miami a lot, just like sneaking in the club, shooting and trying to build some content for myself. Later on, I ended up leaving Miami and I came back home to Jersey for a little while.
Shout out to Jersey.
Yeah,
from
for
Jersey.
Sure. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What part?
Jersey City.
For real? From Newark.
Yeah.
See, when Jersey niggas link up, they be so ready.
Yeah, Newark.
Jersey City, he be ready to shoot that on, yo.
Yeah, because it's not too many of us.
Yo, been in Brooklyn for like 12 years.
Jersey.
And
the crazy about when you travel, people be like, where you from? You say your city first.
Yeah.
Like, when I travel, we from Newark.
Newark, yeah.
What state? Oh, Jersey.
Yeah. Honestly, I lived in Jersey for a long time, so shout out to Jersey.
Right, Jersey home. Yeah, so I went back to Jersey and I ended up like, you know, just getting like PA jobs, like working on sets. So I worked on like Luke Cage and Power and things like that.
Fire. Shouts to Luke Cage. Bring that shit back, yo.
Yeah, fact. So like, as I
and
was
what else?
And Power. Like,
Power.
I worked on Power to season 5. Yeah.
Nigga, let me drop a bomb for that.
Yeah, fact.
Oh, that's the wrong shit. Hold on, let me get a bomb. Let me get a real. Don't say nothing else. Hold on, let me get this bomb. Say it again.
I worked on Power.
Wells.
Let that shit ring.
Shit, Luke Cage. Spider-Man.
God damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Billions.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
You worked on Billions?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's my shit. Season 5 on the way.
Yeah, facts.
Shouts to my nigga Billy Badass, aka Axe.
Yeah, facts.
Anyway, that's a character on Billions. Nobody don't be fucking.
Nah, you probably don't know about it.
Wow.
But yeah, so
they got an extensive res.
Yeah, so I worked on Power. I just soaked up a lot of knowledge. Like I just was always like around like camera crew, you know, things like that. So, you know, I just was like, I have a history in film. So I branched off and I just started like, you know, just shooting like little skits and stuff like that. And I got into like, you know, just filming, then I jumped to the documentary game. So documentary really right now came for me as I have a friend right now who's currently he has to go surrender himself into the federal prison in April.
Free that man.
Yeah. So he's on 24-hour house arrest. So originally I went home just to see him. You know, you about to go in 5 years.
Yeah.
Just show my love. You know how it go. And we sitting there, and as we're just talking, he's just I'm watching him change, like from what he was before to now. I'm watching his mental. I'm watching, you know, his like just his vibe, his speech, and I'm like, damn, you know, you're just acting different. And he was just telling me how like being home on a 24-hour bracelet is like fucking with his head a lot. So we're talking like 4 hours in, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna do a documentary on you, like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do a documentary. I'm really gonna put a little bit of my shit on the hold, and I want to focus on it because I feel this is an awareness right now. So he was like, nah, for real. And I told him how I want to do it. So literally, we just started just shooting. I was like, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I just gotta shoot. I gotta get it right now because every day is a day closer to you go in.
Right.
So basically, the documentary is really just called right now. And literally, we just came up with it driving over here. It really was just like, who do we blame? Who do we blame? So the reason behind it is because he literally had caught a gun charge at the Puerto Rican Day Parade back like, you know, years ago when he was like 21, and the gun wasn't his. Like it ended up being his friend's or whatever, and the friend, but they was in a car, and the friend kept saying it's mine. Cops ended up just taking my boy in. It was like, it's yours. We're gonna lock you up. He ended up going to the I think you guys call him out here the Tombs, something like that.
Yeah,
and he ended up going to Rikers. So he's on Rikers at this time. Yeah. So, you know, at the time, you know, mind you, he wasn't a criminal. His behind story is he was actually like, you know, a good kid growing up. He went to National Honor Society. He was in Catholic school. His mom was his father's a police officer. His mom's like a physician. You know, he was like literally went to college for like baseball. You know, he doesn't have that type of criminal background.
And they still planted a gun on him?
Yeah. No, they had a gun in the car.
I mean, like they put it on him.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
But his man was like, nah, it's mine. It's like, I know what he got going on. It's mine. The cop was like, nah, he gonna take it. It's on him. It's on his seat. We gonna give it to him. You know, one of those.
That's crazy.
Which is fucked up. So, you know, now you put this kid in the Rikers. He's not a criminal. He doesn't know anything. So mentally, he's like, bro, like, you know, the first day I get in the Rikers, you know, I go for the phones. Yeah. And he's like, I didn't know it was like set phones there. It's it's a blood phone, a Muslim phone, a Spanish phone. He's Dominican. He's like, Spanish phone is fucked up. Yeah. So he said, I had to hop on the phone and call my fam. And as he goes and do that, he was like, this dude just came and slapped him. And he was like, bro, I never been slapped a day in my life. Right. So he says now he's in prison and he has to like, you know, defend himself. Yeah. So quick story is old head was like, you know, you gotta go get right. So he was like, boom. So they're going to right. He says, bro, I'm beating this dude up. And he was like, bro, I had to like cut this man, like scar him, like just to make niggas know like I need to use this phone. Big facts. And he's like, I come from literally working a job for the state
to having this fight for your life.
Now I'm in jail fighting for a phone. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, now I'm an animal. That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was like, now I'm an animal. So he comes home now. Served his 2 years. He comes home. So the who do we blame part comes from you come home, your time is served. Now as society we go as far as when a person comes out of jail, we look at it and say, oh, they're still a bad person. You know what I'm saying? We treat them as like, you know, outcasts. Now he's looking for jobs. You know, he can't even get a job at the airport, like loading bags. He can't get a job, you know, as a janitor, none of that. So he's kind of like, I'm not even good enough to work curbside service. Right. I have 2 daughters. I'm working at Burger King, make $500 every 2 weeks. Like I can't survive. You can't survive at all. Yeah. And you know, this city, that shit is nigga.
Nothing. No, it's
you're
expensive.
Homeless.
Yeah, it's
you're homeless.
Expensive ass city, bro.
So for like 5-6 years, he's applying to jobs. Like he's working, trying to get jobs, working 2 or 3 jobs is not surviving. So he literally says fuck it, and he jumps back into, you know, the drug game now. You know, he comes from like a gun charge to a drug game because he's like, I don't know no other way.
Right.
So as he's doing drugging, he's moving up, like, you know, doing things. So, you know, he ended up getting caught in Penn Station with like, I think like 200 and something grams of heroin on him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But his backstory was, you know, he was making a lot of money doing it. And the reason why I say who do we blame is because if we have programs or society, or if we start accepting people of knowing like, okay, cool, you know what, yeah, you did your time, you have your charge, but you're still qualified for this job. Right. You know what I'm saying? We still treat you as a human being. Right. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of the system.
They got a bunch of systems in jail where people will come out and become a lawyer. Well, they go in jail as whatever, turn into a lawyer, still come out, and they don't even practice law.
That's what I'm
saying. Can't even practice law.
Yeah, so it's fucked up.
They don't have anything for nobody who has that record besides what you just said, going to the streets, even if he wasn't in it.
Yeah, and it's fucked up. So you look at it.
So he had like a Corey Browder kind of story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Khalif Browder.
What's his name?
Khalif.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
My
good.
apologies.
You're not Khalif Browder. Yeah, but for sure though. But it's kind of like one of those things like where you look at it and say, is it really his fault for getting back? Because at the end of the day, as a man, you know, like. You want to survive. Like you
have to. As a human being, you don't make any clothes. You don't own any land to build. And you're not a builder. You can't build your own home. Like you had to figure out how to receive a resource, how to gain a resource.
Facts.
So you had to do, as a human being, you have to figure out how to get resources.
Exactly. And nobody's out here.
And resources are not given to you.
Not at all.
Once you're a felon, ex-felon.
Yeah, so it's very, very hard. So, you know, we look at it and go and say, who's really to blame? Maybe if this guy came out of jail and then it was certain programs and say, hey, look, these are guaranteed jobs that we know when you get out with your skill set or with your time being locked up, right, you can get a job here and you can still be put back in society as rehabilitated, because the system systems they go in, it's really, you know, they're treated as cage animals. Right, absolutely. They're not treated as human beings, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, the whole point is to help these people, but we're really not. So we cover that aspect in there as well too, and go some behind the stories of how jail was for him. And we also I catch day to day of his mental type things happening. Like, you know, I see the mood swings. So like, for example, in the documentary we show he wakes up in the morning, he's very optimistic, he's about to go to court. Every day he goes to court, this is federal, he doesn't know I can go in today. So every day he goes in, he's like, I can go in, but he's very optimistic. He's like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna see my daughters. Like, I don't even tell my daughters goodbye because I'm coming back home. So he literally is going through that, and he gets a phone call from his PO like, hey, you didn't check in with me. And he was like, well, yeah, because I was going to court. Nah, you have to check in with me at this time every day. Do you want me to tell the judge you're not complying? And he's just like, fuck, bro.
Fucking him every
which
like, way.
Bro,
yeah.
It's like, it's a power trip.
Yeah,
so to watch his mood swing go from optimistic to now just slamming a fucking knife on the table, walking out pissed off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that, you know, I think that people we have to see. And also too is it's an appreciation thing as well. Like, you know, going from understanding that we don't have like the luxury some people as picking up our phones. Like, our Friday night for us can be we in the crib bored, we probably ain't got nothing lined up. Yeah. But shit, we got hop on our phone, hop on the gram, and see what's popping. Yeah. The guys in there, they don't have that. I'm not saying it's a luxury, but at the end of the day, it's like,
a luxury, B.
Yeah.
It is a luxury. I mean, they got niggas in jail with phones now, but
you know, it ain't like
you know who got the phones. Yeah, you know who got the phones. It's niggas who they doing like they don't got nothing to lose. They got a bunch of connection. They probably blood. They probably crib.
Facts.
Nieta something. Yeah. So yeah, it's a fucking luxury. Like, on a Friday night, you just literally illustrated a Friday night for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yo, I don't know what's shaking tonight, so let me hit the G. Let me hit the gram. Let me hit the group text. Like, yo, what we doing?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so
that's a dope ass story. I mean, I'm sorry that's happening to your mans for sure. Like,
what's his name?
His name is Jeremy Lorenzo.
Jeremy Lorenzo from Jersey, Newark, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Well, shout out to Jeremy Lorenzo.
Shout out to Jeremy. Hold your head for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. So right now I'm just documenting like literally every day I'm going all the way till he goes to turn himself in.
That's a dope ass piece.
Yeah.
So are you gonna shop it? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna put it on? You gonna create your own YouTube?
Yeah. So
I'm sure I saw that you have YouTube on your page.
Yeah.
Is that your company?
The Infinite Vision 8, that's the company that I am signed to.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Kenneth Fareed. That's his company as well.
We was gonna
ask you that.
Yeah, that's bro.
That's bro for sure.
We just want to know like your relationship that you had with him, because we see him comment a lot on your stuff.
Yeah, you do a lot of his photography.
Yeah.
You see, you do a lot of photography for the celebs too. Like,
yeah. That's one guy who believed in my work
from earlier.
Yeah.
And you could talk about your history with him too, but just to finish it off with my question. So, at the end of the day, this is content that people in our community, we are very all too familiar with it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it still needs to be more, it needs to be highlighted. It needs to be more like,
awareness,
and it needs to be illuminated a lot more. So, do you have any plans with shopping it? Or are you just going to keep it independent? Is this a passion piece? Is this a piece where you're trying to get paid off of?
Right now it's a passion piece. Of course, like I said, like I'm going to it with a mindset of, I just wanted to touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can get it to some film festivals or I can get it on some type of big platforms, then that's all more than blessings. But to me personally, it's just really, like you said, getting the message across and, to really, like, if it can help somebody, then I'm totally fine with that. But like I said, it's just like I'm passionate film, period.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's just not even about the money right now. Of course, if we generate some bread from it and it's able to help him out while he gets out, so maybe he doesn't have to be a third time going.
So a lot of this is gonna go to him too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, a lot of this would go to him. A lot of this, would just go back into like really just probably trying to find more resources or traveling or speaking and things like that and spreading awareness. Yeah, for sure.
Especially with the judicial system in the Northeast, super tough, hard on black males. You know what I'm saying, Hispanic males, and the like. And even somebody who's running for president now, he had a very tough, policy on people in our community and of our hue. Stop and frisk and shit like that. Yeah. So things like that might have been part of the reason why your man even got jammed up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I don't even know if it was probable cause for them stopping him. I'm not sure if the search was legal. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of he had no lawyer present. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? If they read him his Miranda rights. We don't even know if they follow proper procedure to even get this man put in the system and then altering his life essentially for life. You know what I'm saying? Eternally. Sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. So definitely shouts to you for that. You know what I'm saying? Drop a bomb.
Sure.
Because that's a big ass project. That's and I'm saying kudos to you for taking upon yourself to stop what you're doing to help a friend out in your own way. You know what I'm saying, in the capacity that you can with film. But you did mention that you had a relationship with Kenneth.
Yeah.
AKA Manimal.
Yeah.
That's my man. I fucked with him. You know what I'm saying?
I really from Jersey too.
Yeah.
Jersey,
I really fucked with him.
Brooklyn wasn't really trying to give him that much PT time.
Houston
did him right though.
Nah, I'm surprised he didn't stay in Houston, man. But he's trying to do the small ball shit.
That shit was weird. Yeah.
That shit was weak.
Yeah, facts.
That shit was weak.
Yeah, we was over in China getting to it though. It was straight.
That's a fact. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he's still doing his thing though, man.
Nah, facts. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully make it back into the league.
Hell yeah.
So I wanted to bounce off of that and ask you, because you said two things that is actually a topic that I have for today. Okay. But it's like, we run over time, so I'm gonna try to get to this pretty fast. So you signed to Kenneth.
Yeah. He has a label, a creative label for like artists, social media influencers, things like that. He's just really big on arts as well too.
That's what's up.
If you look at his page, he's a fan of music. He's a fan of following funny people on Instagram. So what he did was he just was like, hey, if you're creative and you have a voice and you want to put it out there, cool, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's a big fan of that as well too. So like I said, he was one of the first people to really take me in and believe in my craft and believe in like my dream of what I want to do.
So my thing is there's a whole big thing with.
Can I ask one more thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, can you give us a rundown, like a little bit of some of the people who you've worked with as far as the photography goes?
Oh yeah. So I worked with besides Ken Fareed, I worked with I shot stuff like Dave East before. Okay. I shot stuff for him.
My man, shout to East.
Yeah. I shot stuff for him. I did Drea's Fashion Week. I think it was like a year and a half ago. I did Drea's Fashion Week.
Okay.
When she dropped her men's swim type of line. I did that also. I did some Tiana Taylor work as well.
Okay, she's definitely dope.
She's
definitely fire.
She's fire.
Yeah, she's one of the people in front of my camera. I'd be like, y'all don't even gotta like coach you. Like,
she knows.
She been had it.
She got that.
She had it since day one.
Her as well. Some VMA's work too as well. Like it was in North. I did some VMA's work well. Yeah. So I shot a couple artists there.
Yeah.
Just like scatter around, just catching like J Bob and Cardi B, stuff like that. And things. Yeah. And then my last big one was Paris Fashion Week, where I did the whole Paris Fashion Week vlog that, caught a lot of different shows.
Paris.
Honestly, I should have dropped the bomb for all of them.
You know, I peeped when you was in Paris too,
black
on your page
individuals.
and shit too. You was out there for Fashion Week.
Yeah, I was out there for Fashion Week.
Okay.
Yeah. So I caught that black and white photo of Cardi B. Honestly,
that black and white photo was fire.
Yeah. A lot of people said it was fire.
That
a lot
shit
of
was heat, bro.
Nah, facts. I really in my head was like, I'm gonna do black and white because I love color, but I think black and white for me is like a real classy.
That was a perfect theme for that picture. I fuck with it.
Nah, thanks, appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, you definitely a beast, bro.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, gotta keep going for sure.
Nah, I mean you plugged in, and I wanted to know, like, there's a follow up conversation when I have after I ask this question. But as far as like putting yourself on, because you walked in the studio and you already heard, how our wheels be turning in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We legit, black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? This is a full blown company that we running right now. Yeah. And
love it.
Yeah, appreciate that. And at the end of the day, I'm all about financial literacy. At the end of the day, black people as a whole, we start behind the 8 ball, but there's a lot of things that's even in the playing field, like with this media and our ability to put our own message out, whatever the case may be. So, us as a collaborative, we always are putting ourselves in position to put ourselves on.
Yes.
So I want to talk about putting yourself on. I see on Instagram you have 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
Obviously you're rubbing elbows with a lot of people who are influential in our culture, or even on big platforms like all the places that you filmed for and places that you shot at in Paris. So can you talk to like anybody who's aspiring to do anything creative or anything in general that is a passion to them or something that they're motivated to do, and they wanted to turn it into something like what you turned it into and putting yourself on and not waiting for nobody to really I understand people have taken interest in you, but if you wasn't already a self-starter, nobody would have found you.
Nah, that's how it goes, man. Like like nobody's really gonna like like I said, be involved with somebody else's career, stuff like that, and then until they see like how much work you put into it. You know what I'm saying? Like until they see you have numbers, until they see what you're doing, stuff, how hard you go. But like I would say, honestly, like find your lane. Whatever creative thing you're doing right now, whether it's like singing, painting, modeling, find your lane, find your avenue, and just stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had an issue where I was always jumping around. I was trying to find, like, I was looking around and say, oh damn, I want to hop on this type of style. I want to do this, and I was prolonging myself. And then once I actually found my lane, I just surpassed. Yeah,
straight path.
Yeah, and I went crazy with it, and that's what you have to do, because in the day, you have to low key make people gravitate and like your style. Like, just because this one person doesn't like it doesn't mean 20,000 ain't gonna like it. Don't like it. I agree with you. Yeah. So and you have to low key just always remind yourself like what you're doing this for, and don't think about the dollar right now.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come into it thinking about the dollar, and that's the worst mindset you could have, because if you're chasing a dollar, then you're never going to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you have to chase the legacy for it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be remembered as I want to be a legend in this, and when people think of podcasts, think of the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Think of you guys, or they think of film, or they think of y'all. I'm gonna think of skit. Yeah. So that's what you have to do it for. The money gonna come regardless. Yeah. So that's really what it is. You gotta just really stick in your lane, find your avenue, and really just stay focused on it, and patience, for real.
So I mean, talk to me about the process. Like, I get that, like, for the most part. Yeah. And I'm not saying that you're saying cliche shit, but we've heard it from the Will Smiths, the Martin Lawrences, the Eddie Murphys, anybody that even outside of the entertainment spectrum who has some sort of monetized success, they've said what you said. But let's talk about I guess the not the journey, but like the steps, the tangible steps in putting yourself on, as opposed to like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about. Nah, for sure. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. It's really just taking that extra step and putting yourself in the right places. Like for me, story for me was South by Southwest. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but of course. You guys down there, that's where some of your big artists has broke. Like the Baby, he walked down there with a diaper. For me personally, I wasn't even signed. I was on my own. I had a bullshit ass camera. I had $7 in my pocket. And I literally booked me a bullshit ass hotel, and I literally was like, okay, this money is for food and Uber. But I knew for a fact I had to be at South by Southwest. I had to rub elbows with managers down there. I had to rub elbows with artists, because I knew that was a place to go. So for me to tell anybody is literally, man, just always bettering yourself. Like, put that, like, invest in yourself always. So whatever, if you feel like I have to go shoot in Texas for this event, get to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't literally
find a way to get out there. You
find a way to push stuff out there because nobody's gonna do it for you.
Right.
And literally, right now, you may say I'm spending my money, but at the end of the day, it's like the same. It's like the same thing. If you're gonna open up a storefront or if you're gonna open up a clothing brand, you gotta put that bread out there. So me, I was in Texas and I literally my hotel, it was a roach infested hotel. Like in my head, I was like, I had a shower here, change my clothes, and I'm out. Like I stayed outside from like 8 in the morning to like 1 at night. You know what I mean? But it was just because I had to catch that content and I had to catch that to get to where I wanted to go and show people like, nah, I shot this and this is where I'm at. So you have to put yourself in them situations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I really started off for me. I started off sneaking off in clubs in Miami. And I used to get so close to actual artists that people used to think that, oh, damn, you're working for this artist. And for me, I see other artists look at me up and coming and say, yo, bro, I want to shoot. I just saw you shot this photo for Wayne. Me personally, I'm not signing Wayne. I'm not shooting him, but I was in the club at that right moment because I put myself in that situation.
Right.
So you have to low-key put yourself in those type of environments in them rooms.
Right.
Like, you have to find a way in there. And that's really what it is. And once you do that, you really feed the beast in you, and you'll really see like, okay, cool. Like now I know I can surpass and I can go.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really the steps.
So I mean, and we could spin off into other, you know what I'm saying, branches of that conversation because I could talk that shit with you all day. Like I really appreciate that, and I hope y'all really took notes on what he just said. But the reason why this is veering off into another topic that I have because I'm not sure if you worked with Meg Thee Stallion, but I know you know who she is. Everybody knows who she
Meg
is.
Thee Stallion knees.
Everybody know. Well, the knees. I ain't gonna break it down. I know it's women's month. My fault. But like, all right, this is why I asked what I asked. Because you also said that you were signed, and in recent time, Meg Thee Stallion has been in the news just about her not being able to release anything because of her deals that she's tied into. Sure. And currently she's tied into a deal with 300, the label, and I think it's 1501, right? Mm-hmm. So she said the deal that she signed at the time, she was 20 years old and she didn't know better, but she was also managed by her mother. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, obviously nobody's going to want to sign you if you're not doing anything, you know what I'm saying, to be signed for.
True.
So, you know, she did what you just mentioned where she pretty much built her own shit. She stayed consistent, you know what I'm saying? She was getting in the right places. She kept on doing things to make sure she was noticed, and then she took it to the next level. But when you're, my thing is, you know, just because you're 20 years old, there's no, especially when you had a recipe to her mother who was a manager, especially when you have a manager, there's no real excuse now, excuse me, for not knowing the deal, the details to your deal, and knowing that the intricacies, and knowing I'm losing the words I really want to use. It's a big word, but fine, I don't have to use it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like
understand the clauses in your contract.
Understanding the clauses in your contract.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I mean, we talked about putting yourself on. We talked about, you know what I'm saying, you know, you come from. And my thing is, you know, I can we, even to take your title of your documentary, Who's to Blame?
Yeah.
Is it the artist that's to blame for putting themselves in a bad deal because due to ignorance, claimed ignorance, which this is the information age, so ignorance is really not something that you can really stand on. It's not a leg you can stand on anymore. Yeah. Or is it still, you know, the person who's signing you, the labels, or, you know, the entertainment companies or the agencies and things like that?
Nah, to me, it's the artist. It's definitely the artist. You know, I've been in the industry for some time, and I've seen some great deals, and I've seen some of the whole shittiest deals. Like, how could you sign that?
Right.
Like, why would you do that?
There's a thing on Twitter right now about who got a worse deal. Yachty, Megan Stallion, and a couple other people got fucked up deals.
If you go right now, you'll see like Tory Lanez will put out. He's like, I hate Interscope Records.
Right, him too.
Or like Juicy J. Right. What he posted.
Yeah,
and
he was
look at and you go and say, damn, you Juicy J. Like, how you doing that? But it really just comes from, like I said, is really when you get your contract, like I don't care how long it takes you. I don't care if it takes you 6 months. You have to read because low key every word, like and or ors or probablys, and those really matter. Those really matter. And like people fail to realize when they get a contract, they just look at it as, okay, how much do I get up front? How much do I got to pay you back? And how long am I in it? Those are the key points people look at.
Right.
But they don't look at really to sit here and say, some labels can sit here and say, okay, I have you for 2 years and possibly I can sign you for 4 more, so you're with me still for those.
Yeah,
for those
given X, Y, and Z, whatever variable.
And then so it was like in your head, you're like, oh, I got 2 years, but nah, I have the choice whether I want to let you watch your contract or not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what people felt. So it's things like that you have to really read, and it's also too when you get a lawyer, like spend that bread and get a lawyer that's not your homeboy from down the street.
So this is another thing.
Yeah,
with the lawyer, just to kind of cut you off really quickly.
Yeah.
She was saying in her soliloquy that, you know, get a lawyer that's outside of the label.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because that's obviously an unbiased, you know what I'm saying, lawyer opinion or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I just feel like there's no actual, like, because the way she was telling this and she was super casual about it, she was mad chill. She was like, ain't putting out no music, y'all. Like, if you don't hear from me, that's why. Like, I ain't gonna worry about it. Like, you know, God got me. Like, the usual shit when black people get fucked over that they go to.
God got me.
And it's like, yo, dog, like, you need to have you, my nigga. Like, and all this ignorant shit, like, You was wise enough to get you a deal, to put you in front of people, but you can't get yourself past that level.
Exactly.
And it's just like you was. I cut you off. I'm sorry, but I'm saying, you know, with the lawyer situation, even with the conversation that you was hearing us talk about, put yourself in position before you get to that point where you can just focus on your music because you know your business is legit. Yeah. So when me and my mans, when we have these conversations, you know, we talk in depth about
what you want.
Business.
Yeah.
Cause it's a music business. It's an entertainment business. It's everything is business. This entire country is a business.
Emotions. Nobody cares about you.
Nobody does.
It's all about $1. So you always have to put in your head, like, it goes like, yeah, you may take me out for a dinner. Yeah, you may, like, even, like, for example, I don't know if you guys have children or not, but, you know, sometimes people may be like, oh man, kids are like my kids, or, you know, like family. And at the end of the day, you gotta understand it's really about $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a brand, you're NC, so it's like, I care about you because you're my investment. You make money for me.
Right.
So I'm going to care about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but people fail to realize is you have to keep in your head that I'm really $1 sign to this person.
Absolutely.
And people get caught up in emotions and go like, oh, well, they seem cool. I like the vibe.
Right.
Move on.
But let me interject 1 second again. Mm-hmm. This goes to the point that we was having a conversation in pre-production about not coming into this thinking about money, and you just made that same, you just echoed those sentiments. And it's it's not about thinking about money. It's about projecting your future. If you have that much confidence in what you're doing, you have to know that you're gonna blow. You have to know that you're gonna be successful in what you're doing. So what you need to do from the rip from a foundational standpoint is set your shit up. It's like a house. Yeah. Set your shit up so it's sturdy. So there's all your pillars is put together properly. The beams is measured. Everything is leveled. Your foundation is super key. Yeah. Everything is foundational. You a math major. Everything is a principle. Exactly. Math, well, you was a math major.
I wasn't a math major,
but you was in the math.
I was good at math. Yeah,
Olympics or some shit. Yeah. So, but it doesn't matter what part of math you're doing. That's one thing I learned, that everything has a principle to it. Yeah. So you probably solve any math problem as long as you keep the principles the same. Right. So you know what I'm saying. Or, you know, I make that point just to say, like, I understand people should never be motivated by money because money is it's a number. It's infinite. You can never be satisfied. However, you should be always in the mindset of being able to protect yourself, your intellectual property, your business entity at all times. You got people in Facebook that's been fucked over who was there in the beginning. Yeah. You got people in Apple that was fucked over who was there in the beginning. Everybody fucks themselves over because of this so-called do it for the love passion shit. Yeah. And you can keep the passion and the love and also make sure that the business,
but that's hard though. That's very hard.
It's only hard. I'm not of that mindset. I believe, especially in this information age, that you are able to do both things. You are able to be extremely, effective at what you do in your art, no matter what it may be, and extremely effective with your paperwork and with your business practices and enhancing your business acumen.
Yeah, for sure.
And being cognizant of the business that you're in. Because a lot of people don't even understand the business that they're in.
No, but because like when you're creative, stuff like that, for example, like
that's an excuse.
Yeah. No, when you're creative,
creative.
You're creative. But what happens is sometimes you get into the mindset of going like this, I just want to create and I want to put it out, right? And this is how much you're gonna give me to do that. and it's like this. Okay, yeah, cool.
It's a flaw.
Yeah, but it
that's
happens,
a flawed
though.
way of thinking, and that's what's been.
Though.
I know, but it's been happening since the 20s, my nigga.
Yeah, but it's like
they've been fucking artists over from the.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So at what point in time do we say no? Enough is enough.
But that's like it's an act right now. I forget. I think it's the if it's like the Aaron Carter act. Like I'm not 100% sure on it. But I was with a friend of mine in Miami. He was an artist and he was signing. And basically the act came into play was because Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. Yeah. His brother got into I think a fucked up ass deal. Yeah. Where the guy was like, yo, I'm giving you $30,000 right now, boom, up front, and I got you for 2 years, and he took it because he had no money. Yeah. And what happened was, the act came out, the act came out, and it was kind of one of those things like, well, now you have to have a lawyer who the label don't know and you don't know. Right. And then too, if you're under 18, you have to have a parent there as well. Absolutely. So a lot of contracts was being voided now. Yeah. So that's an act like that because what happens is a lot of these artists, they're starving artists. So somebody come to you and go like, oh yeah, look who I met, look who I did. Yeah. I'm gonna give you $100,000 up front advance cash. I get that. And you can make all the music you want. And they're like, oh, I'm set. But in reality, now I own masters, royalties, 360 deal. If you sell a hat, I get a percentage of that.
So I understand that. But you talking about Nick Carter, who got signed in 1998, and you talking about Meg Thee Stallion, who in probably 2016, 17 is when she really popped off, where you have iPhones, you have iPads, you have Android phones, you have too much information at your fucking fingertips for you to sit here and claim the ignorance.
So right now,
if you want to say so, you can step in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean to overtalk the situation, but I get real passionate about this shit because this is a part of what we want to do on our platform is to shed and illuminate light and put light on a lot of things that motherfuckers is really not cognizant of, or they're just being lackadaisical in. And we have to stress the fact that, nigga, your business is always important. Yeah. Life is a business, bro. You ain't asked for it. You ain't asked to be here, but as you got here, all your decisions put you in the place that you in right now.
So if you guys right now was to sign a deal for your podcast,
never,
right? So you gotta stay indie.
Hold on, I would never just sign a deal. The way you just said that.
No, listen. I'm saying for example, let's say somebody's like, hey, we want to sign a deal, partnership, or whatever. Okay. Cool. Uh-huh. So right. What would be one of your clauses in your contract that you need complete control over?
Understandable. So right now we in the Wild Wild West. So on the podcast tip, there's no real way to really, I guess monitor.
So you wouldn't sit here and say, "Oh, I want to put out content whatever I want."
No, I'm trying to answer it, but I want to give this prefix before I answer it. Okay. Like with music, you can pretty much you can monetize it in a way where you can, there's publishing. Mm-hmm. You sold an album. There's things behind it that you can that's tangible you could track. What we do is not too much of it. So we can't really own publishing. So intellectual property, complete control over intellectual property would be something that off rip we got to keep. Mm-hmm. Meaning if in the future someone wants to use what we have done here on this camera in a documentary or whatever the case may be, you pay us and not no publishing company.
True.
As well as us owning our own fucking logos and owning our own fucking
you have to own everything.
Every single thing. Anything that has to do with what we have here is under us, and we're not selling it off even a portion just because you have an upfront bag. True. Unless the back end is immaculate. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So to answer that in a more expedient way, the back end deal would have to be so fucking ironclad and tight before I sign anything. It's more than one of us here. We are gonna have a lawyer. That's why I said I'm not signing anything without my lawyer. But the question you just said was, "What would you sign?" I'm like, I'm not signing shit. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that she's coming to this conclusion now, but your mother was a rapper, and I'm not trying to talk ill of the dead. So please, nobody who's a Meg Thee Stallion fan think that I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah, because they'll go crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to talk about Meg Thee Stallion, her mom, and trying to violate their situation. You know what I'm saying? It was tragic what happened, and my heart goes out to Meg Thee Stallion because I don't know what it's like to lose a mom. I'm just saying her mother did rap, and even if her mother wasn't completely well versed in the music industry business, she is also an adult who has the wherewithal to write rhymes, you know what I'm saying, over the course of X amount of time, minutes and things like that. So that same brain capacity you can use to learn the business, and that's all I'm saying. Us as creators, we can't keep using this I just want to create shit, because Basquiat died basically broke.
Nah, but yeah, that's
Tupac
too.
too.
But that's one thing. You seen this thing what Swiss Beats is really trying to do right now, where he's like, I'm trying to keep the art royalties going in. So let's just say, for example, like if you're a painter and you make a painting and it sells for 1.5 mil, low key, and let's say somebody gets it and they sell it again, you should be able to
keep paying.
The royalties.
There's too much lump sum shit going. That's a one part. You always want to be paid to the. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I only asked it because you were signed, because I didn't know if you were signed, but I wanted to double check. Because you know you the perfect person to ask. You in the industry, you see these deals day in and day out. You see the type of shit that people be in.
I've seen people deals where it's like they're up. They sign for like a quarter advance, and I'm like, you know, get me wrong, a quarter mil is
you can
nice
blow that
bread.
easy. Plus, there's taxes.
Super easy.
But
it's a nice chunk of change to have,
especially when you ain't got shit.
Yeah, you ain't got shit. But then it's like, what happens is, like you said, financial literacy.
Right.
A lot of people growing up don't have financial literacy. So if you're blessed at a young age to understand that, then you're ahead of the curve. Because a lot of people do is financial literacy is they think they spend it before they get it.
Right.
And that's the fucked up thing about it. And it's like, where we're from is we don't really come up with money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have people in your house telling you save, and you're like, you don't save.
I mean, I understand.
You get people. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I understand both ends. Like for me, at the end of the day, it's like if you come to a nigga who ain't got shit and you offer him $500,000, he gonna take that and worry about the rest later. Especially if he like flat out broke. He probably living on his friend's couch. He probably don't really got a real roof on his head. Struggling to eat every day. But somebody randomly just fuck with his content. I'm not saying this right. I'm just saying they fucked with his content, and then you know. I'll give you 500. I'll give you 500,000 right now. You get to put out content whenever you want. Yeah. And you know, and whatever the case may be. And
facts.
And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of niggas that's gonna hop on that shit like, yo.
There's a lot of niggas that's gonna hop on it.
I'm not saying this right.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this right. I'm just saying that's just the way niggas think.
Yeah.
But what I think Shane's trying to allude to is that like we in the world where you got phones, you got this internet, bro. Like you don't really need to have a lawyer. It's good to have a lawyer with you, but there's so much information out here.
No, you need one.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuse
to not have the correct information. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of agents they target people who know like they art is fire, and they know that they kind of may be in a hard time and. Like, oh shit, like his art is or his whatever he's creating is fire, right? Mm-hmm. But like let me have a conversation with him. They have a conversation with that person, they realize damn he really ain't got shit, but his art is super fire. Yeah. I'm about to
let me take advantage of
that's
it.
Like nowadays, like nowadays, like I tell everybody, it's like if I was a millionaire, if I was like getting bread, it's easy to scoop artists right now. A lot of these young artists are signing shitty ass deals, and you see them a year later from now saying, "Get me out my contract, free me out my contract." Because what happens is you catch them in a desperation mode, and no matter what, like you're saying though, you don't need a lawyer right now. But let's really be honest: if I hand a young artist, 20, 21 years old, a contract like this, boom, you know how much it really costs for your lawyer to reach a contract? It's bare minimum. It's like $1,000 or $500.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So every time we do a revision, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah, pay another rack.
So really, if you're in desperation, do you really have the bread to go like this? Oh, I have a lawyer. Oh, hey, I'm paying $1,000 every time.
I understand that.
So it's like,
but that's why I used.
So you go in a contract and you see and go like this. Oh, I can create. And I can get this money.
Yeah.
And I'm not in contract this long. Oh, I'll sign
right now. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. I mean, listen, we work in industries where people are signing to an agreement.
Yeah, but
and at the end of the day, a lot of people don't read that shit because it's mad words, it's mad motherfucking gibberish. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I understand that. I'm saying at your beck and call in this day and age, you're talking about Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
In this day and age, I don't feel like you have that much of an excuse. Like when Joe Budden spazzed on Yachty about his deal.
Yeah.
And then he talking about chill.
No, because he knew he was hitting the...
And but here we are again, a whole nother artist. It's like the same shit repeating, and you got too much references for you to not make that mistake.
Nah, facts.
You dig what I'm trying to say?
Nah, facts.
So
sure.
I mean, that's the only reason why I broke off after and congratulations on you getting what I'm saying signed and shout out to Kenneth.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to
it's really
Infinite
important.
Vision, yeah.
I hope you know everything that's going on with your deal.
No, yeah. Mine's,
shout out to
mine's
Infinite
Infinite Vision for
So
sure.
you got the nice,
definitely.
nice piece
Oh,
on you.
hit him with the Rockefeller chain.
Yeah.
Hey, I see you, baby.
Yeah, I see
It's the
see you
rock
shining.
My man Manimal, he hooking them up.
Got no money?
Yeah, you work hard, definitely. Broke, baby.
Let me ask
That's
you.
a
let me
fact.
ask you
I'm
something,
broke,
right?
baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this before we head out of here, and this is a real question.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like how I intro that, but fuck it,
Be a
right?
fake question.
Nah. So you mentioned like your travels, right?
Yeah.
You came from Jersey, but you was in South by Southwest.
Yeah.
You know, you was in Miami.
Yeah.
You ever stopped in Atlanta and Cali? You just came from Cali.
Yeah, no, I've literally been in Atlanta dozens of times. Like I literally was living down there, like almost, like yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, right, as a photographer, how the road be treating you?
As in what, like in what aspect? How the road treats me?
Yeah.
I mean,
Treat you good?
Nah, the road is definitely
Are we talking about shit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk about shit. I don't know what the situation
Nah,
is.
it is what it is. Nah,
Trying
the
to
road
get
is
you jammed
definitely
up.
nah. The road is definitely it's a fun place. Like I love the road because it's really like you ain't got no hose bar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really like what you know what I'm saying, what you see, what you get. So for me, the road is treating me really, really, really well. But at some point, you outgrow it.
So let's
You know
talk
what I'm
about the yam situation though.
Yam situation. All right.
Yammy Tammy from Miami.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about when I say yams?
Nah, you gotta break it down to me.
You want to put them on? I'm talking
Put me-
about when
put
I
me
say
on.
yams?
Talking about pussy, bro.
Okay. What about it? What about it?
So
What
I mean, like you in these streets, like me.
Yeah.
All right, we politic all the time. It's my man for real.
Facts. Yeah.
It's my man. My other man's in the building.
Yeah.
So we really talk. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, look, it's New York is trash, bro. Like
Yeah.
New York, Jersey is kind of alright.
There's some elites in New York.
But the thing is,
There's some
all right, but
elites
let's
in New York.
stop.
Yeah,
Let's
but we
wait.
was
Let's
talking-
slow
but
down.
We was talking about like the hospitality, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's real trash.
Oh, it's
in New
trash.
York,
It's
bro.
trash.
It's super
Oh, I like how you
trash,
put
bro.
that. You got a little,
Yeah,
touch on it.
yeah.
You got a little touch. I like that.
It's trash.
It's super trash. in New
It's
York.
me.
It's-
Yeah,
it
it's
really
trash.
is.
In New
It
York,
really
it's
is
trash. They're not hospitable.
Nah, facts. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so how the road treating you?
All right. So you're saying like which one show a little bit more love?
Yeah.
I mean, it's for me because I lived in Miami, so I kind of knew what it was. But you really want to keep it a buck. I'll keep it honest with you. Utah.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, this nigga threw me.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, this nigga said you talking about Mormon Town?
Utah. I actually got in an argument with a lady on a train with that. But shout out to my boy RJ. He's not a photographer of mine. We was actually on tour together, and we was on a train going. And he asked a question and was like, "Yeah, you guys are Mormons, like you guys." And she was like, "Why are you asking me that?" And he was like, "No, so you guys be having like 5 different husbands and wives." And she was just like, "Are you ignorant or are you stupid?" Like she got really mad at us, and she was
But they
just
be
like,
racist as fuck out there. He was black.
Yeah. We
She was
all
white?
Yeah.
Alright, then.
But it was just funny though at the time. But
Yeah.
Utah, it shows you. Utah show you hella love.
But the NBA they hate the Utah energy. So I mean,
Utah and Denver.
Utah and Denver. I thought you was gonna say Cali and Atlanta.
Nah, but Cali. Don't get
I
me
got
wrong,
so
Cali.
much love in Atlanta, bro.
Nah, Atlanta. No, see, thing about Atlanta is like they fuck with you heavy because like just from us being up here up north, we
Right.
here, we have a sense of just like confidence. We have a sense of how we walk.
It's
how
just
we
a
talk.
different energy.
So it's like
Swag
yeah,
type
it's
shit,
different
yeah.
swag. So it's like they all might do it, but you understand now Atlanta's being oversaturated with a lot of New York niggas. Like niggas went to one Ruggs white party and now they living in Atlanta forever.
Big
so
facts.
it's like
Yeah,
so now they
facts.
know it. Miami, it's so many mixtures of people like you're celeb. So you know what I'm saying. Your girl, if you get a girl in Miami, 9 times out of 10, she has been with a
Big
verified
facts.
athlete
They
artist.
already know.
Yeah, it is what it is. You gotta just chalk that to the
Houston
game.
too.
Houston too.
Charge that to the game.
Charges to the game.
Charge
No,
it
she
to
the game.
she belong to the streets, my
Yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Cali,
to
but
the
Cali
streets.
too though. Cali got some nice ones, but
Cali got to me. Cali is the most
Yeah.
elite state when it comes down to the
different.
yams.
I know
It's
Cali
different.
got a lot of fire.
No, you don't, bro.
It's different because
Yo,
they be like
shouts to
like,
Lorraine Cocaine Lorraine or whatever her name is.
light skin joint,
Whew.
the freckles.
Woo.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a light skin chaser. No
Nah,
offense
yeah,
to anybody
she
light skin in the
yeah,
room.
that's some person. I was like,
I'm just saying,
Yeah. But yeah, we're not Utah.
Utah that's where the most hospitality is at.
Utah is like
They treat you real good out there.
Utah. You out there? They like they hear where you from. Like it's like flies and shit. It's like, oh, I gotta hang out with you. You know what I'm saying?
I would never. You would never catch me. In
No,
Utah.
I put on.
Unless I'm getting paid to be there, I'm not going to Utah.
That's what it was. We was on tour. So
Had to be.
I was there for like a day and a half, and like literally, it was just like everywhere you went.
And it was love.
Yeah, where you from? Oh, here. Oh, God, we gotta hang out. And it's like you don't even know me, but all right.
And with the all the shits.
All the shit.
Ain't even tell you like I need a relationship after this. Nothing.
I don't need no Tinder
you
out
gotta
there.
be
You
one
need
of
no
my husbands.
Tinder.
Nothing.
Nah, you. No
Utah.
Tinder, nothing. Yeah.
I feel like we ain't paid in full. DC.
Yeah.
DC.
DC.
DC the wave. DC the wave. DC the wave.
Talk to your man.
Talk to your mans.
DC the wave.
So niggas said Utah showing the most love, Colorado showing the next amount of love.
Yeah.
You ever been to Seattle? I heard Seattle.
I've been to Seattle.
Active.
Nah, Seattle do show a lot of love.
They
My
show love.
man's DJ out there. He get a lot of love out there.
Lot of love.
I was only in Seattle for like a few hours. I wasn't really. I was in Portland. I was in Seattle, but I wasn't really like I wasn't really that long in Seattle.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I ain't gonna hold you. Like y'all been to Miami before, right? Yeah. Like Miami, it's.
I've been cuffed and non-cuffed, and I'll pick non-cuffed any day, bro.
Yeah.
You can't be cuffed in Miami, bro.
Nah, it's impossible.
It's
too many elites. It's
dumb.
too many elites.
It's wild elite.
It's
though.
too many elites.
tough.
And it's like for
I
me
went.
personally, I was in Miami. I was like this. All right, if I go for 30 chicks one day,
Right.
I gotta get one,
bro.
5. So it was like
Yeah.
every day just talk.
Bro,
One
was-
gonna fall through.
It was going. It was.
It's all elite.
It was going off, and
Yeah.
I'm not wealthy, like in actual physical dollars, like in spirit I'm wealthy.
Yeah.
And they was because certain places
Nah.
like in New York. So I'm saying New York, you gotta have a bag
Facts.
before they give you the yams. Like
facts.
what happened?
Easy. Gotta have a bag.
You don't need
I
to
don't
get your
know
shit
why.
cracked at all. Like there's but so many rich niggas, bro. I know you need me. Like stop acting like that.
Yeah, facts. I know you can do
I
something.
know you can do something. Like you
Stop
playing.
fucking with them. Yeah.
Nah. I'm talking my shit, but Miami elite.
Nah, Miami's elite. Like I was in Miami and I just was like, I
heard Carolina's alright.
Charlotte probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Charlotte probably, like Durham, that type of area.
And I heard it's a lot of cornbread feds.
Yeah, but that's how Atlanta is though.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
when
I
you go
know.
to
But
Atlanta,
Atlanta is a lot of bought shit though. I don't like that.
True.
Yeah,
I ain't never really seen.
I
like
was
that
out
in
there.
Atlanta.
It's too fake for me. I don't like that.
I think New York is like that.
New York getting there.
It's
New York
getting
was
there.
what part of
It's
New York
getting there.
though?
Bruh, Bronx, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was
like,
about no, I ain't seen nothing in Brooklyn. But
Yeah?
if you go Wash Heights and Bronx, like
Yeah, I've been in the Bronx.
that's
and like, I be
baby
like
Dominican
this,
Republic.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
Nah,
Every-
I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it in Brooklyn like that. But
yeah.
yeah, definitely seen it in
it's-
Atlanta. Atlanta is always they
I
always
be
trying to
peeping
like
in
some love and
Brooklyn,
hip hop
too. I be
shit.
peeping in Brooklyn too. But
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
peep it.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
I ain't peep it. But I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Let niggas know how they can find you,
yeah, I
man.
want to give a shout out to
Oh yeah,
big
definitely.
facts.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Moon. He just dropped his RR track with TM88. Literally going up right now. Another project coming out on the way. But yeah, once again, you guys can find me definitely on my IG. I am skit. IAMSKIT. Website www.iamskit.com. Yeah, I'm just like always willing to work, collab. A lot of people, for example, like it's out the way. A lot of people they fill on my page as a lot of celebrities, so people be afraid to like hit me with like, oh, I want to shoot with you, get prices. To me, honestly, it's not that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm always willing to work with people and collab. So don't be afraid to hit me up, and we can.
It's a price, but
no, it's a price.
You're not gonna
a
beat
price.
your ass. Like you're gonna beat you over your
But a
head.
lot of people be like, I tell them, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought you work with celebrities. I'm like, nah, I'll shoot anybody. Like
Bro,
it's just
yeah.
it is what it is. I'll shoot weddings, but I just like to shoot.
Whenever you back in New York, man, we'd love to have you back, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Nah,
We gotta
for
work
sure.
too.
Nah, for sure. Hell
Like,
yeah,
on
I'm always
some
down
real
to just,
shit.
nah, for sure. Definitely, I'm trying to start up a podcast as well. So y'all gotta come on and talk y'all shit
Oh,
So
too.
you already know,
Yeah,
man. We'll
yeah.
fly out. What's
Apparently,
Nah.
in 2019, I became like the podcast hopper or some shit like that. Like I was
Yeah.
on a few, so in
Nah,
2022,
nah,
so
yeah, for sure.
I'll definitely show
Nah,
love.
but I need a
Sure,
podcast. But I need a podcast. Nah, see, I need y'all on a podcast with y'all, and I need 3 females.
Oh yeah,
Man, I
you
got.
gonna hate me.
And I
I'ma
got
just let you know
unlimited
right
space.
now.
Y'all
Yeah.
drink too?
Yes,
I drink.
Oh, it's about to be it. We about
I
to do the
sip.
shits.
I don't
Yeah,
drink.
it's
I
a
sip
fact,
now.
bro.
I sip now.
You sip.
Yeah.
You off your old
I
vibe.
be,
Old
I be
man
trying to get
vibe.
old man vibe. I be trying to keep the liver clear. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah,
the fuck with
we
your kidney or your
definitely
liver? What the fuck with?
Yeah,
Whatever the fuck with. I'm trying to keep.
So, yeah,
that
we
clear.
definitely gotta do
facts.
some more collabs together, man.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure. Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
you
having
coming
me,
down, bro. You already
Nah,
know.
for
One more time though, let them know about that about the documentary you got going on, and how they can find it whenever it's put together.
Yeah, for sure. It's documentary coming out. Who do we blame? Basically, right now it's really just in the works. But honestly, I'm trying to get in the Tribeca and Sundance festivals. And if anything, man, if it's all God willing and possible, we're gonna have it on Netflix by the end of this year.
Or Amazon, or
Amazon, everywhere.
Don't stop at
I'm just like I said right now. I'm being optimistic. So whoever picks it up, and distribute, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a big firm believer in just like letting everything happen organically and just come out. So that's the type of wave I'm on. But like I said, you could be on every platform: Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, whatever. I'm with it. Even if you go to IG Live TV, just make it go viral. And as long as it gets a message out, you guys can really just appreciate it and just spread the word and awareness on it.
Well, we definitely gonna show love.
Nah, we gonna show love.
Facts.
Documentary's my shit. I don't watch thriller movies. Shouts to Candyman, but that's not. I ain't watching that.
Yeah, you're not watching that?
I watch documentaries.
I don't watch that shit.
Why not?
Shit looks
I ain't gonna hold. Last Jordan Peele joint, the only one I really liked was the Get Out one. Like that Us joint.
Shit is trash,
it left
bro.
me like this. Like,
see,
why?
Yeah. Shit's dumb, bro.
Yeah.
All this shit is trash, bro. Even when you watch the show, you can see the shit that he wrote.
Right,
I'm like, okay,
all right. You
change. I'm about to go to ESPN. I'm going to ESPN. I'm changing the channel. Shit's trash. Oh, you got anything else you want to get into?
Nah, man.
Let's sign this shit off, man. Let them know where to find you, man.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Voluminati __.
Hardest name on Instagram.
Hey.
You got a Twitter? You don't care? You don't want to let nobody else know where else to find you? You just want to be found one place?
The board,
oh, I like that. All right, make sure you follow the brand, though, at the __ fraternity on Instagram and Twitter, and on YouTube, www.youtube.com/ the Fraternity Media Group. We LLC'd up. Also, we're going to get those MP3s going. Kind of a lot of people been hitting me. Everybody can't watch the videos and, travel on the train and shit like that, but we got y'all. Don't even worry about it. But MP3's on the way. iTunes, Google, all of that shit is on the way. All that good shit. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am Shane. That's not even my Instagram name. I'm merging my Instagram and my Twitter. Shane Anthony _ the first on Instagram, and I am Shane Anthony on Twitter. And I talk a lot of shit on Twitter. But long story short, appreciate y'all for tuning in. You already know what it is, the Fraternity Podcast, and we off this shit.
Yup.
Hey.
Just rain, every little drip dry.
Yeah, tough people last, hard times don't. Every day you pray to God for the ones you love the most. Ayy, more blessings, less stressing, more blessings, less stressing, ayy, tough people last, hard times don't. Every day you pray to God for the ones you love the most. Tell them more blessings, less stressing, more blessings, less stressing, but